created free, created me. I was brought into this world to live authentically, living my life, and it's full of freedom. Nothing in this world that I can't overcome, 'cause I'm created free, created me. I stepped out into this world with my audacity. I'm living bold and I'm full of life, 'cause I am perfectly created free. I'm loving myself, loving myself, loving myself, loving
Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Created Free Podcast. I am your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. And you're here because the words created free sound good, but you're working on making it more of a reality in your life. So stick around as we discuss and challenge all that we know and feel about relationships, religion, business, spirituality, emotions, and so much more. Whatever life is throwing at us, okay? It's a topic of discussion. And then watch me show how this is impacting the way that you're showing up as an entrepreneur. So we're going to be challenging authenticity, and we're going to get to the root of who we really are and what we desire, and make sure we're doing everything that we can to manifest a life that we love. All right, so let's get into it. What's going on, beautiful people? So, if you are in tune to me, my AKA is Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless, which just means that I say what needs to be said, when it needs to be said, how it needs to be said. And that means that sometimes it doesn't feel good. But please know and understand, I am never attempting to hurt anybody. But we can't start living a life of freedom until we start processing the truth. And one of the things we need to deal with is the lies that are we got to deal with the lies that are in the industry. And that's why this episode is called Fake Checks. Now, I already know this. I've been in multiple programs, and what I've seen a trend throughout the years is coaches, tout these testimonials. Now, some, like myself, we got real testimonials for the experiences that our people have. But a lot of people out here are flexing stuff, and they're not even necessarily checking in with their tribe to make sure that the person that's making the reports is telling the truth. Like, you're probably like, what in the hell is August talking about? Just bear with me. You guys know I be building up and I be leading up to shit. And so I've been in programs, and it's been like, hey, you close the sales, how many people you get in there? And it's like, I got 4 people. And it's like, they said yes, but they hadn't signed up yet. So some people, they get excited like, okay, I'm at 20K because I got a $5,000 program and I have 4 people say yes. No one cares that someone said yes. We care when they pay, right? So when we graduate, we realize that we should never count the coins until we actually get them. Well, guess what? A lot of people aren't collecting the full invoice, but they're counting those coins. I have seen it where a person will have a program that's $6,000. They were anxious in their spirit. Their sales muscle was shitty, and they really should have been getting $2,000 a month because it was a 90-day program if they didn't collect the money in full. And they were like, well, if you could just do a $500 deposit, and maybe let's say they do that with 3 people. They've only received $1,500, but they'd be like, oh my God, I've been in this program and I done almost made 20K. No, you haven't. No, you have not. And it's crazy because then I'll see these same people in, the programs that I'm in. They'll be like, what do you think I'm supposed to do? They paid the deposit and, they ain't never come back. And, why would somebody, pay money down and, then not show up or not participate, and they get ghosted. And you'd be surprised. I've seen people walk out on investments of a greater amount and just say, fuck it. So there are a lot of people, you see how much money they're making. They're telling you, my client made 50K, 100K, 20,000, secured their first $5,000 sale. And I've even had clients do that to me. Oh, coach, guess what? I got this. And I'm like, really? So, did you offer them to pay in full? I go and I ask the hard questions, and then I start going through, and it's like, nah, queen, we're not claiming that. And so, I don't like to just spill other people's tea. Let's talk about me. So last year, a woman came through one of my ads, and I was so excited about working with her, and our energy was phenomenal. She made the $1,000 payment. And what I do is I usually give an intensive to people that enter into my programs because I want to know not just what their business is and what they offer and the price points. I want to really understand their vision, their expectation, and all of that stuff. So they get this introductory session, right? She gets this introductory session, and we are jamming. She's got assignments, and the possibility is there that she can change her financial situation with this event she has going on. She's ran events before. She's barely broken even or only made a little bit of change. I'm here to give her advice on how to restructure things and what to do so that this time she could come out on the end more profitable. Well, 72 hours later, she got notified that she was losing her job. And she messaged me and she's like, oh, I lost my job. This happened and so on and so forth. I want to thank you for everything that you've done, but I can't be in the program anymore. Now, mind you, even though she signed a legally binding agreement, she's talking to me like she could just say, fuck it. Now, at the end of the day, I have done all of the above. I have gone after people for the money that they owe. I have released people, and said, you're out of your contract. But in this particular situation, she had one session. She made her payment. I'm looking at how this change in life automatically just zapped all of the life in her. And I did. I reached out to her and I said, you know what? I can understand your fear. I can understand your frustration. I said, but queen, you can't see what I can see. And I don't say this unless I see it. My former clients will let you know. I tell them in a heartbeat, you got a lot of preliminary stuff to get taken care of, and your mindset is shot to shit. You might not be making no money for a bit. And I've had other people that say we can change your situation around in less than 30 days. If I say it, it's because I can see it. And as long as they do what needs to be done, they see the results. And so with this woman, I'm like, listen, what I can do for you, you've already paid for the first month. Go through the month with me. You don't have a job. That means you ain't got nothing but time on your hands. I know on one hand you may be thinking you need to find another job, but maybe God is blessing you so that you can have more time and energy to really take your marketing and get to the top and get out here and, sell out those seeds and convert these clients and so on and so forth. And I will serve you. And at the end of the 30 days, if you don't have the results that you're looking for, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, then I'll release you from your contract. But don't just quit like that. She didn't respond to any more messages that I sent her because that was not the only one. And I'm not about begging people, but in my industry, because I do deal with people who have really fucked up mindsets, when they do things like that, I have a tendency to reach out and to want to help and to, dig a little bit deeper. And so initially when I was in a program, I would have, if I were, signing up for a check in that program, they would have wanted me to not write down how much I collected, but they would have said, but what have you billed for? And so I'm like, oh yeah, I got another $12,000 client. Well, guess what? When I filed them taxes, that $12,000 is not there. I only made $1,000 off that woman. And I just released it and I let it go. And for me, energetically, it wasn't worth it to go to an attorney to pursue collection agency, none of that stuff. Just let it go. And so it may be hard for you all to believe. There are some people, do not get it twisted. They got the commas. They got the checks. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of you all are living in a place of envy. You want what other people have so bad that you're making your decisions to invest and to jump into programs based off of the success that you think people are achieving. And them motherfuckers ain't even doing that. They're not. They have fake checks. And at the end of the day, the people that may be celebrating their clients and saying, look at how much this person made, so on and so forth. The only thing that they can go by is the integrity of the information that someone shared with them. I want you to think about how many times have you worked with someone and how hard has it been for you to get your money? Like people don't like to talk about, the aspect of having to be a bill collector in your business, but I promise you will. And I'll say that for another episode. But anywho, so don't make decisions based off of other people's success. Testimonials are powerful. Yes, I have them. They're great. They position me as the expert. It lets you see what other people's experiences have been like working with me, but it still cannot seal the deal on what's going to happen for you. Everybody has unique identifying factors that are going on in their life and have led up to the point of where they are in their life that play a significant role in the kind of success that they are going to experience. So, are you one of those people that are turned on by the checks? Well, what I can tell you is this: the ones that have the checks for real, what they do have is they can put the money where the mouth is, and they also have the marketing muscle that is ripped as a mug. And you all are here because you want to create a life of freedom. You want to live life on your terms, and that requires you making a substantial amount of money in your business. Well, you're not going to make it if your marketing muscle is weak. So, how are you showing up? Are you like some of those other people that were putting out posts, whether they had typos or not, making videos, even though they were scared of shit and even they didn't know what they were doing, reprioritizing their finances and investing in ads to, acquire more leads, doing the ugly work when they couldn't even afford to have a VA, and actually working that muscle of emailing their list consistently? Is that you? Because if it's not you, then you have to say to yourself, well, why isn't it me? And usually when you don't do something, it's not you. Oh, I procrastinate. Ah, fuck that shit. You're not procrastinating. You not only, your muscle isn't developed because you don't know what to do. Writing copy, whether that is for your video content or for posts, your email list, it's a muscle that most people don't even teach their clients. They just tell them that it's what they need to do. Oh, just say this or do this and do that on a regular basis. People can tell you what you need to do, but they can't tell you how you need to do it. So in the meantime, in between time, before we get out of here, yes, I want you to stop making decisions to invest based on other people's checks, because a lot of those checks are a fucking lie. But I also want you to be real with yourself and say, what in the hell is going on with me and my marketing muscle? Because marketing and sales, that's, the blood in the veins to the life of your business. Kill them both and your business dies as well. With that being said, you need to go ahead and get that gift that is always available with the podcast. You head on over to augustcrenshaw.com/gift so that you can learn how to master your copy, your video, and your sales muscle. All right. So I love you all. I'm out of here. Deuces. Yes, thank you for tuning in to the Created Free podcast. But it ain't over yet, baby. Don't forget to head over to augustcrenshaw.com/gift and get your free case study. I'm hoping that you are realizing more and more how everything is connected, and this is impacting how your marketing muscle looks in your business, especially as it pertains to copy, video, and then also your sales muscle. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Share this episode with someone you know that needs it, and just stay tuned, and we'll be back to discuss another topic next week or whenever the hell I feel like it. All right, you all have a beautiful day. Deuces.